How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
I'm here basically to get laughs. And if I don't get laughs, I swear I'm going to jump. That usually works. I'm 78 years old. And thank you. That reminds me, I've been thinking about doing a bucket list. And my bucket list is a little different than most people's. It's a little odd, because I'm a little odd. First thing I'd like to do is dress up as a gorilla, run through a zoo, and scare the shit out of people. The second thing I'd like to do is be shot out of a cannon, nude. That way I don't burn my clothes. I went to the cemetery on Mother's Day to put some flowers out on my mother's grave, and there was an attendant out there that looked at me and talked to me for quite a while, and he asked me if I would be staying. I got in a fight with my wife last night, and she said, "Bill, you don't know jack shit." Well, she's wrong. I went to school with jack shit. He was in the 3rd grade and I was in the 4th. I knew his sister. I didn't give a shit. I knew his little brother. I need to take a shit. I knew his parents. They were just dumb shits. Last week I was in the bank and I noticed this guy in the line next to me, and he was handing the teller a note. And I said, hell no, not on my watch. So I turned around and I tackled that son of a bitch. I had no way of knowing that he couldn't speak. And I had no way of knowing that the paperwork that he gave the teller was a deposit slip. I'm retired from the state, and Social Security is a real big deal for me. So I've been going to the Social Security office every day for a year. And I just go down there just to fuck with them. I go down there just to bother them, say hi, check to see if I might have a check. So the other day I wanted to be first in line. So I got there when the doors were open. And I walked in, and I was the first and only person in there. So I walked up to the lady and started talking to her. And she says, excuse me, she says, "You need to take a number." I said, "I'm the only one in here." She said, "You got to take a number." I said, "That doesn't make any sense at all to me." She says, "You got to take a number." She's getting pissed off. So I said, "Okay." So I took a number and I went and sat down. The minute I sat down, she says, 104. I said, "Oh, that must be me." I stayed in my seat. She says, 104. I don't budge. She says, 104. I don't move. She's really getting pissed off. She yells out, 104. So I go up to her and I look at her and I said, "You're a bitch." And she knew it and I knew it. This is a rough crowd in here. This is a real rough crowd. I'm from Vallejo, California, and someone asked me, is anybody famous from Vallejo? And I said, yes, the Zodiac Killer and E40. I don't know if anybody knows who E40 is. I got it. Let me think real quick. I don't like grocery shopping. So So I figured out a new way to go grocery shop. I go when the store is closed. That way, I don't have to deal with other people. I don't have to deal with shopping carts. I don't have to deal with the clerk asking me what are my plans for the rest of the afternoon. The only thing bad about that, it's hard to put a lot of things in a shopping bag and climb back up the rope that you put from the ceiling that you put the hole in. My time's up, so that's all I got. Thank you very much.
Man, you did great. Are you guys friends?